Welcome to My Sister's Budget. The screen you're looking at now is the setup wizard for My Sister's Budget. We want to show you first a little bit about the concept, which can be explained with these diagrams here in this screen. Think of a checking account first. Before My Sister's Budget, the checking account is kind of a jumbled mess of money and obligations for a family or a household. And after My Sister's Budget, we can see that that balance is made up of specific categories that have funds in them for specific purposes. We can also see that as they get paid, they make sure that paycheck goes into those predetermined amounts to make sure they have enough for clothes and food and dates and other obligations they may have. The system builds on the old system of putting cash into envelopes and making sure that we never overspend. And if we overspend, we certainly know by how much, and we can easily track our progress. We're going to go ahead and get started and show you how to create a budget. The first thing we'll do is name the budget. We'll go ahead and call it Smith Family and save it to a location. The next thing we'll do is we'll choose our categories. We're going to go ahead and choose some of the most common. We're going to have gasoline. You can double click on these or you can highlight them and click Add Category. Gasoline, groceries. We're going to go ahead and have a miscellaneous category. We're going to have a mortgage category. We're going to have some utilities, and also something we suggest in this, we'll have a family with a husband and wife. We suggest that each member of the household have their own category. We're going to have a Jason here, we'll add. We're going to add another new category, and we'll have Mary, the wife in this family, will have her category. So we'll go ahead and move ahead, and we're going to have our bank account. We're going to give it a name of First Bank. And the current balance, since Jason just got paid, is $1,735.86. We're going to set up our paycheck now, which is really just naming the paycheck. We'll call it Jason Paycheck. He gets that paycheck every 2 weeks, which is relatively common. The paycheck net will be $1,500, and you'll notice that First Bank is there because that's where the money will be held. The first, most critical step that we'll do now with our paycheck is to divide it, to figure out how we're going to allocate that paycheck on a monthly basis. Now we're going to allocate to these categories. We've decided that $125 a paycheck, and you'll notice that half of that, this amount here, this $250, is this 125 times 2 because we get it every 2 weeks. Groceries, we're going to put $250. Notice that gives us $500 a month. Miscellaneous, we're going to have $100. Mortgage, $500. Utilities, $200. We're going to give Jason, we'll give him $100. And we'll go ahead and give Mary $100. And actually, we're going to go ahead and bump up this utilities to $300. And we'll give Mary, we'll give her $125. Just so she has a little more than her husband. We'll move ahead, and now we can set up our beginning balances. This is where we have to start somewhere with our budget. Most people may not have enough money to start a new budget to say that they've got these categories now and they need to have money for it. So we have to first handle the things that need to be paid. Now we know we'll get paid again before the mortgage is due, and so we'll go ahead and put half in there. We know utilities will need to be paid in full, so we're going to go ahead and put $600 in there. Your utilities may not be this high, but for brevity purposes, we're going to go ahead and have some larger allocations. Now we can see that we have about $635 left. We know we need to have some gas. Let's put $200 there. Groceries, probably need about $250 to do that. Miscellaneous, we'll put $100 there. Move down to Mary, and we'll give her $80, and we'll start Jason off with $5.86. How about that? Once we've finished that, the button will highlight for us. Now we can click Next, and we can see the summary that we're going to go ahead and have. If we want to go back and make changes, we can. We'll click Next, and we're ready to budget. If we click on Finish here, you can see that up here in the left-hand corner, smithfamily.msb is the budget that we just created. Now notice here, the dashboard really is what we're looking at for My Sister's Budget. The account summary here, a paycheck summary, category summary, And notice that the account balance here for First Bank matches down here in the lower right the category amounts that we have now currently. You can see here the allocations we've made, the categories. We have Jason's paycheck. And this display area, which this middle area, we'll go ahead and delete this. If we click on First Bank, you notice it pops up in the display area. We can click on Mary over here, and we can see that her category will pop up for us. We can have several of these up, mortgage, and we can also go back and forth between them as we want to. In this way, we're able to keep track of various things in a session as we're recording something. One thing we might notice or point out is that this screen is highly customizable. If we click on this account button up here, you can see the account summary disappears. We can have it come back. We click on it again. The same with categories and paycheck. If we click on those again, they'll come back for us. Another thing we might mention is that these can be moved around. If we click on this account summary here, we can drag it. We'll see that it will open for us here, and we can leave it there. We can have this one go. We can bring this one back if we'd like to. You can see that. Okay. And this allows us to have our dashboard be exactly what we would like for it. We hope you've enjoyed this brief tutorial. My Sister's Budget is a great tool for families and individuals to get real control of their money. If you have any questions, please feel free to visit our website, www.mysistersbudget.com. We have a free trial for the software that you're seeing now. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you're looking for something to really help you get in control of your money, you need look no further than the solution of My Sister's Budget. Thank you.